Today we're meeting Souji. Full name Souji Okiri. He's named after a famous samurai, Souji Okita, a Shinsengumi warrior at the sunset of the samurai era in feudal Japan. See, I played this Japanese otome game, Hakuoki, years ago and loved it ever since. Originally, I wanted to name a cat Hijikata, that was the vice commander of the Shinsengumi, but that was before I met this cat. He was a 1-year-old surrender to a local animal rescue during the pandemic. The owner was moving and couldn't take the kitty with them. The worker at the shelter said the original owner was beside themselves, but these were desperate times. I'd never lived in a pet-friendly building until that year. I was ready to own my first pet. I wanted him to be comfortable and not too shocked at what was happening to him. His original name was Sunny. That's fine, but I wanted a member of the Shinsengumi using his kitty katana to protect my home. Hijikata was too far away from the only name he'd ever known since a kitten, so I went with a captain of the Shinsengumi instead. We detoured from Sunny to Souji. I've always thought of myself as a dog person. I decided on a cat because, number one, at the time I could only find pit bulls available for shelter dogs in my area, too strong for me. Plus, I thought a cat would fit better with my more avoidant, dismissive attachment style. Well, he sure changed all that for me. Oh my gosh, I love him so much. Learning to care for this foreign creature who acts nothing like anything I'm used to forced me to pay attention and try harder. I instantly became a cat person. I am obsessed with cat videos and cat memes and cat comics and looking at pictures of cats. I started to worry that I would frighten all my friends away with my cat scratch fever. Oh, here she comes again, that gas bag that won't shut up about her cat, I imagine them saying. So I kept my obsession under wraps as best I could. I started sketching cats because I needed an outlet for how obsessed I was. I always liked drawing as a kid. I'd make cards for my family and I made bookmarks for the kids at school. Come to think of it, it was a cat character I used to draw. Well, I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with my life at around 17, 18, so I went to junior college to try as much as I possibly could and see what struck my fancy. I tried poetry, science, medicine, music, film. I signed up for a beginner's art class and was absolutely shut out of art after the first exercise. It was a simple exercise to take 3 lines and 2 circles and organize them in 5 different ways. Simple, right? Well, when we turned them in, the teacher exclaimed loudly in front of the class how awful my composition, balance, and sense of negative space was. It was pretty humiliating, and I dropped my art ambitions. Well, all these years later, this cat has helped me get over those fears and overcome that teacher's voice in my head from so long ago. I started sketching kitties because I had to. I love them so much, and the results were pretty good. They're not amazing. I have no training, and I probably still have a terrible sense of balance and negative space, but I don't care. I'm gonna learn, practice, and get better at perspective, at shading, at drawing in general. Boop. And so I thought I'd introduce my own cat to kick things off. This is Souji Okiri, my orange so-so. I love cats. I sketch cats. I would love to sketch yours too.